Three surprises from Holy Week. Surprise number one. Jesus talks a lot about judgment. He curses the fig tree, he curses the temple, and when his friends say, "Wow, so beautiful," talking about the temple, Jesus says, everything is going to be destroyed. Chapters 11, 12, and 13, more than half of Holy Week, is given to Jesus talking about judgment on the people of God. Not on the outsiders, on the pagans, the unbelievers, but on Israel. Why? Because of their false worship of God. So as we reflect on Holy Week, what might God be saying to us about our worship, about our lives today as His people today? Three surprises from Holy Week. Surprise number two. Jesus is betrayed by his friends. Judas betrays Jesus. Peter denies Jesus. And you're thinking, that's not a surprise. Those guys are idiots. But Jesus' enemies are surprised that he's being betrayed by his friends. The chief priests did not expect Judas to come to them saying, "I'm going to betray Jesus." Peter did not expect to deny Jesus 3 times. And Pilate was shocked to hear the crowds go, "Crucify him." In fact, the only person who is not surprised, it's Jesus himself. He says, "Strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered." You see, Jesus understands this is what it means for him to go to the cross. It means being delivered over to death by his friends. Three surprises from Holy Week. Surprise number 3. Jesus is king. Pilate calls him King of the Jews and then condemns him to death on a cross. The soldiers say, "Hail, King of the Jews," and then strike him on the head. Even the chief priests call him King of Israel and then challenge Jesus to come down from the cross. You see, 7 times in Mark 15, his enemies confess him as king, but then reject him as Christ. But that's how you know that Jesus really is the king, through his rejection. In fact, that's how you know that Jesus really is God, through his death on the cross. You see, all of us have rejected God as our king, and given half the chance, we would nail God to the cross. And on Good Friday, we did.